everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. Hi everybody.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. Welcome to this week's weekly roundup.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly roundup. We're back in the council chambers, but and I have a shorter list than normal, so let's get to it. First things first, I wanted to mention that we have been working throughout my time here, and I'm sure probably before that as well, to continue to increase your access and ease of access to your government. So one way that we are working on right now is through a feature called Text My Gov. I've mentioned it before, but we're actually now kind of the rubber's meeting the road, and we're working on implementation of that. So Text My Gov will be a platform that we have offered two ways. One, through our city website, where you'll be able to eventually type in a question like, where do I take my extra garbage? And you'll instantaneously get a response back. So it's kind of like a chat feature, but with pre-canned questions and answers. We will also have a way that you can enroll to receive text messages from us. So, for example, let's say there's a water main break. We'll text out to people, water main break on XYZ street. Please stay away from that area, and you'll be able to receive those. So there's other iterations and other ways that we can use it. Those are the two we're starting with right out of the gate. So please watch for more information on that. We're excited to roll that out to the community. We have been working on recruitment materials for the Youth Advisory Committee. So I would encourage you to please keep your eye on our city website and probably even more so our Facebook page so that you can relay that information to the youth in your life. We will be having an application process. We'll review those and then make selections based on who submits. We're hoping that we have a diverse representation of our community. That's something that's very important to me and important to those that I work with. So we're looking for students that are in grades 6 through 12, public school, private school, homeschool, virtual school. You just have to be eligible to register in the Watertown Unified School District. So we are hopeful that we'll get a wide array of people to join. So please watch for information, likely probably mid to late next week, on how to submit your application for the Youth Advisory Committee. The police department shared information earlier this week. There is a scam going on right now. The phone number does mirror the number for the Watertown Police Department, so it can be a little tricky. But the scammer is claiming to call you about an identity theft. They're soliciting your personal information, your name, address, phone number, even asking you to send a photo of your driver's license or requesting your social security number. The take-home message here is just if you receive one of these phone calls, politely hang up, give us a call directly, and we'll see if we really need any of that information from you. I think 2 weeks ago, we started having our city council meetings, both virtual and in person. We'll continue that next week. Starting the week after, so the week of the 22nd, we'll be doing our committee and board meetings virtual and in person as well. So frankly, I'm hopeful that even after all of this pandemic is over, that we keep our virtual meeting option. I think it's a really great way for people to be able to attend more easily, be able to attend a meeting that's perhaps during a traditional work day. And we're hopeful that it will also allow more people to be interested in serving on our boards and committees. So this is a good way to be engaged and be a part of the movement that's happening here in Watertown. Next week, Tuesday, is Election Day. So this is a primary election day. Voting starts at 7 a.m. and goes to 8 p.m. We are using the same polling places that you used for the last election. So either City Hall, the Senior and Community Center, or Madison College. If you're not sure where you vote, you can find that information on the MyVote website, or you can always give a call to the city clerk's office. As a reminder, you do need to bring your photo ID. If you are not registered, you can register on election day. You just need to bring a qualifying piece of mail that has your name and address on it. There is no registration and no voting on Monday. So there's no early voting or registration on Monday. We are open today in the clerk's office until 5 p.m. for early voting. So just as a reminder, we've done a few elections now during this pandemic. So we're going to be instituting the same practices. We'll be regularly cleaning the booths. We're obviously encouraging masking and social distancing. We'll have markers on the ground. So please do your best to abide by those as you are voting on Tuesday. Recreation-wise, I have a wide variety of programming updates for you. So I'm going to start with one that's geared to our senior population. In conjunction with the County Human Services, we are joining in offering the Aging Mastery Program. This is a program that is virtual on Zoom every Thursday morning. It covers a variety of topics from connections in the community, financing and future planning, health and well-being, mindfulness. There's a lot of different topics that they cover each week. The next session starts in March. We are doing the family puzzle contest or the friends puzzle contest. We've had a lot of variety of people submitting for that puzzle contest, which I always love to see. We will be doing, as I shared, I think last week, soccer, baseball, little sluggers, and softball. Those registrations should be coming very soon. Soccer does start at age 4. Little sluggers is for ages 4 to 5. And then baseball and softball are for 6 and above. We are also going to be advertising for the end of this month an indoor soccer kind of camp. So please watch for more information on that. We're also registering for the second session of archery. And something I'm super excited about. So thank you for volunteering to be our ice skating instructor. If you heard it here, I'm glad you did. We will be offering ice skating lessons. So we're doing obviously a pretty quick turnaround given the weather and needing to get in the ice skating when the ice is safe. So ice skating, learning to skate will be for ages 4 and up. We are doing an assessment next weekend so we can kind of categorize people and children by the ages and the talents that they have. That assessment will happen next Saturday morning at Silver Creek. For those that don't know, Silver Creek is right on Water Street, kind of right just south of Water and Spalding. You won't be able to miss it once you see it. So that is, I believe, going to be like a 5 or 6 week class. We're going to do February and March. So I'm really excited that we're able to do this offering. I skated a ton as a kid on Silver Creek, at the Brickyard, on creeks in my friends' backyards. And it was such a great pastime for me. And so I'm thrilled that we're able to get an instructor that is willing to teach the youth and, everyone, I suppose, in our community how to ice skate. So you will have to have your own skates and a helmet. If you don't have access to those, you have about a week to see if you can find some used or find some in a store. If you're really struggling to provide those, please give a call to Park and Rec and we'll do our best to accommodate you. Lastly then is our COVID update. So we do have a 1-800 number for commonly asked questions. I would encourage all of you to call it and share it. It's going to be your most efficient way of getting your common questions answered about COVID-19 and the vaccine. The number is everywhere, so you can't miss it on our website or our Facebook. We have it in English and Spanish. Please share it with your networks. It helps us because we're able to provide you an efficient answer and free up our team to answer the more complex questions. So we're hopeful that people are finding that effective. As we've shared in the past, registration for the vaccines opens Monday nights at 6 p.m. We open that with the amount of appointments that we have vaccines for. So we find out our vaccine allotment on the weekend. We open up that amount of appointments Monday evening. I know it's frustrating. We are doing our best to efficiently and equitably give out the vaccines that were being allocated. We are hopeful that allocation will increase sometime in the near future. If you do not have access to a computer or are not comfortable using a computer, please call us in advance, either to the Senior and Community Center or the Health Department, and we'll try to set up some arrangements for you. We are still needing volunteers at our vaccine clinics. We're doing them typically on Mondays and we're doing them typically Wednesdays and Thursdays, sometimes a Tuesday. You don't have to have a healthcare background. It's certainly beneficial, but we also need people to help with just the general flow of the clinic. So if you're interested in volunteering your time, please go to the city website to the COVID-19 page and you'll see a link for Weaver. That's where you can register to volunteer for our clinics. Okay, last thing then is data-wise. Last week we had 47 confirmed active cases. As of yesterday, we were at 56 confirmed active cases. So while that number is still low, it did go up slightly from last week. Our 7-day average also went up slightly. We were at 3.5 cases, and now we're up to 6. One positive thing is that we are reporting no new deaths this week, and honestly, it's been weeks since I've been able to say that, if not months. So I'm thankful that we have no new deaths to report this week. And then one other data point that we haven't really talked much about, frankly, because it's kind of boring, I suppose, because the percentages aren't very different. But nonetheless, 55% of our confirmed cases are female, and 45% in the community have been male. So we'll continue to provide you these data updates and vaccine updates as they become available. As this entire pandemic has been, the situation is very fluid and it changes quite rapidly. We're doing our best to get that information out to you as cohesively and efficiently as we can. So I know that it's Valentine's weekend, Valentine's Day on Monday. There's a ton of great places for you to get those last minute gifts or special mementos for your loved ones or your friends, or for those people who have made an impact on your life. So please frequent our local businesses, shop small this weekend, hit up our local restaurants as well. Get out and enjoy the weather. I think it's supposed to be a tad bit warmer for one day, but not too much. So be careful if you go outside for too long. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you back next week.